Well, my friends, I am back home. I am back home. Yes, but no, not really. I'm sitting in a parking lot by a grocery store because I'm going in to get some chicken legs because I'm going to make a chicken soup. Don't let that sunshine fool you. It's 58 degrees out. It's cold. The high will be 63 today. Yeah, I know. Gosh darn it, it's September. But it's that time of year, when the fall is going to be here and the leaves are going to start turning all types of brightly beautiful colors. And your friend D has a little bit of a post-nasal, I don't know what's going on here. So I need to make some chicken soup. Because if you think His Majesty is going to make me soup, and I don't want it out of a can, I just don't. I want it freshly made. So I'm going to make myself some fresh chicken soup, absolutely. And be able to freeze some of it, because that's what I do. When I make the soup, just so that you know, because you should know, I'm going to fast forward through it because you don't want to see me chopping vegetables. I'll add some nice music to it and maybe voice over on top of it as though you haven't had enough of this voice, but that's all right. That's all right. Somebody said to me recently, what was it? Denise, where are you from? That doesn't sound like a Pennsylvania accent. Well, listen, let me just say something to all of you. I am living in Pennsylvania 38 years. 38 years. That's correct, my friends. But the New Yorker in me never leaves. Oh, look at this cheap son of a gun. Look at this guy coming out with roses from a grocery store. Your girlfriend or your wife is going to know. She's going to know. Cheapskate. Look how much I judge that poor man. I just judged him completely. But you know how it is when you go to a florist. Everything is done so beautifully. Yeah, you may spend an extra $50, but why not? Because that, to me, if you're walking in with roses that are cellophane wrapped in there with the QR code, why bother? Anyway, that's just my opinion, my friends. You're probably thinking, Denise, I can't help it. When it comes to men, I don't give them too much slack, just so that you know. I don't give them too much slack. Because they can't, just because this fella just went in there and bought roses from a grocery store. Really? Come on now. Go to a florist, it's beautiful. They do everything lovely. The wife or the girlfriend's happy to see it. She knows you spent a few dollars. I know, men, are you listening? If you're listening right now, forgive your friend D. But it's not like I'm materialistic, because I'd kill Doug if he bought me roses. I really would. He did it one year. Look, see, this is how I get off the track. He did it one year, and he bought me 3 dozen roses. 3 dozen, all right, for our anniversary. The poor man, I yelled at him so much, I can't even begin to tell you how much I yelled at him. I'm like, what did you do? You spent all this money. Why would you spend? You can't lose for winning or win for losing. I have no idea. But anyway, look how fast I got off a track. Now let me go in the store. Let me go get it. I'll meet you back at the house. We'll make the chicken soup. We'll wrap this deal up. That's how I am. This is just how your friend D is. Just so that you know. There are no as here. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. My friends, let me get my keys out. Let me get going into the store, and I'll talk to you when I get back home. Or I'll just show you what I'm doing when I get back home. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you in the next clip. Well, I'm home, and I wanted to say something because I thought, I recognize that man, the man that had the roses, the cheapskate. Anyway, I know. I'm not a diva. I am not so get that right out of your heads right now, my friends. Just get it out of your head. D is not some sort of diva. I don't believe in spending that kind of money on roses and flowers and all that other stuff. I know. But I knew him. I recognized him. I was like, wait a minute. I know this guy. Plenty of moolah. Plenty of money. Okay? Has a big business in town. Oh, my God. That's all I had to say. That now I have to get the groceries out of the car. I got the chicken legs. We're going to go in. We're going to make the chicken soup. But I wanted to come back because that bothered me. Because I recognized the face. And I thought, you know what? I got to tell my friends. Money. When I tell you money. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure his wife is going to be so happy. Oh, I'm so bad. All right, let's go in. Let's make the chicken soup. Forget about me. Hello, Dad. Hello. There he is, ladies. There he is.
We're opening the restaurant for our lovely birds.
I just walked in the door and here he is. Oh, my God.
Living the dream. Look at that.
Sure you are. That ridiculous robe. See what I mean? See what I mean? My homemade chicken soup. Well, let's get the chicken legs. And let me say something to all of you. Chicken legs are the best thing to make homemade chicken soup with. And why, you may ask? Because there's not a lot of fat on a chicken leg. So you're not constantly scraping off the fat on top of your soup. I must have rinsed these legs out 1,000,000 times, but you have to do that, right? You really do. So let's do this. Rinse them out. I love voicing over something. And now for the umpteenth time, finally, I'm taking vegetables. Carrots, celery, ginger paste, that Jean gave me, remember? Onions, whole, whatever you have. I even have a tomato that I'm sticking in here because we want this broth to be so flavorful, and it should be. You really want it good. Now, I drain everything. Everything in this pot is dead. The vegetables, everything, and I am not saving them. I am saving the chicken. I have to cool it and pick through it all. But that's okay. This is what makes a good chicken soup, is that stock. Believe me when I say that. Look how gorgeous. Look, it's fabulous. Now, I peeled celery, carrots. I'm putting in peas. Yes, I am. Look how nice this looks. Now, those are all fresh vegetables going into the stock. Let's get all the chicken, and take my word for it, my friends. It looks like a little here, but it was a whole bowl full of chicken. There you go. And it's in the pot. Now I have to take some pasta. Of course, you have to have a little pasta. My pasta of choice, well, it's orzo. It's those tiny little macaronis that look like rice. You could use anything you like, but I had that and I'm using it. A half a cup dry in the pot, and guess what? Doesn't this look fabulous? Doesn't that look delicious? Well, of course we're going to taste some, my goodness. But I did go over this very quickly in the video. You see that? My friend Jean from Healthy Kitchen Wizard, sent me a garlic ginger paste. And I put that into the broth to give it more flavor. Oh my God, it smells so good. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jean. But I took a little bit out, of course. Hello. Oh, looks so good. Looks so good. So friggin' hot. To your health. To your really good health. That broth is everything. That broth is everything, my friends. I want you to know this. It takes a little bit more time. You saw me throw out the onions, the carrots, the celery. They did their job. You know, they were dead. I wasn't going to eat that stuff. It was just all wilted, but the stock is delicious. And then you put the fresh carrots and celery in. I chopped that off of camera. You don't have to see that, right? I got to take another bite. It's hot. Delicious, my friends. Delicious. Pick yourself a pot of chicken soup. Homemade. Oh, I did put a little of the Slap Your Mama in here too that Jean sent me. There's a little bit of a burn. It is salty, just so that you know, that Slap Your Mama. So be careful how much you put in there. I didn't put a lot. But it has like a nice little bite. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, it's delicious. My cold should go away. Well, the way I'm feeling, the sinus. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on with all of you guys. It was so much fun. Don't mind what I said in the beginning of the video. I mean, I know I can ramble on. I wasn't passing that much judgment, was I? Like I said, you never know what I'm going to say on my channel. You never know what she's going to do, what she's going to say. Even though it says I'm retired, I'm not sitting in a corner crocheting. Not that I'm putting down the crocheting community, because you know how they can get. But you know what I mean. You understand what I mean. I'm not rocking in a chair with a cup of tea going, oh, okay. No, not me. It's not your friend D. If you liked the video, I hope you gave it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Ring the notification bell. It lets you know when I'm putting out another video. Now, you can leave your comments below. Do you like the chicken soup? Do you like what I said about the guy with the cheap flowers? And I'm sure people out there are going to be like, you know, Denise, you really did pass judgment on that guy. I know. And I'm sticking to that judgment. I'm just letting you know right now. Because I know him. I going. Cheap, cheap. Anyway, I'm going to finish this up. Yes, I am, because it's absolutely delicious. And I will see you all again. Goodbye, everyone. Mwah.